Probably gonna sin again. Lord, forgive me. Lord, forgive me. Things I don't understand. Sometimes I need to be alone. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. I can feel your energy from 2 planets away. I got my drink, I got my music, I'ma share it, but today I'm yelling, bitch, don't kill my vibe. 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 Look inside of my soul, to find gold and maybe get rich. Look inside of your soul and you can find out it never exists. I can feel the changes. I can feel a new life. I always knew life can be dangerous. I can say that I like the challenge and you tell me it's painless. You don't know what pain is. How can I paint this picture when the color blind is hanging with you? Fell on my face and I woke with a scar. Another mistake living deep in my heart. Buried on top of my sleeve in a flick. I can admit that it did look like yours. Why you resent every making of this? Tell me your purpose is petty again. But even a small lighter can burn a bridge. Even a small lighter can burn a bridge. I can feel the changes. I can feel the new people around me. Just wanna be famous. You can see that my city finally put me on stages. To me that's amazing. That's a quick check. With all this respect, let me say this. I am a sinner who's probably gonna sin again. Lord, forgive me. Lord, forgive me. Things I don't understand. Sometimes I need to be alone. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Feel your energy from 2 planets away. I got my drink, I got my music, I will share it, but today I'm yelling, bitch, don't kill my vibe. 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 Try to keep it alive and not compromise the feeling we love. You're trying to keep it deprived and only co-sign what radio does. And I'm looking right past you. We live in a world on 2 different axles. You live in a world, you're living behind the mirror. I know what you're scared of. Feeling I feel emotions inferior. Shit is vital. I know you had to. This shit is vital. city found me, put me on stages. To me, that's amazing. To you, that's a quick chat. With all disrespect, let me say this. I am a sinner. It's probably gonna sin again. Lord, forgive me. Lord, forgive me. Things I don't understand. Sometimes I need to be alone. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. I can feel your energy from 2 planets away. I got my drink, I got my music. I will share it, but today I'm yelling. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. 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 Bitch, don't kill my vibe.
I've been thinking about you. Oh yeah. Oh, there ain't no one else that does the things that you do to me. That's why I get nervous. I try to be cool, but you see me the right way. Oh, and I see you too. I don't wanna push you farther away, no. I don't wanna play no games. I just wanna call, see if we're okay, babe. All I wanna ask you is, I don't wanna push you farther away, no. I don't wanna play no games. I just wanna call, see if we're okay, babe. All I wanna ask you is, are you down for love? Are you up for someone to be together, be together? Babe, I want your love. I'll be the one you trust. You're all that matters, all that matters. I got feelings about you. Oh yeah. Butterflies every time I'm with you. Oh yeah. I don't wanna push you farther away, no. I don't wanna play no games. I just wanna call, see if we're okay, babe. All I wanna ask you is, I don't wanna push you farther away, no. I don't wanna play no games. I just wanna call, see if we're okay, babe. All I wanna ask you is, are you down for love? Are you up for someone to be together, be together? Babe, I want your love. I'll be the one you trust. You're all see. We have to stay together now. Ooh, save me some time. Gonna be fine. The light. I am looking for a fire to keep me on the line. Yeah, a fire with a dazzling light. And I don't know if I am closer. Still looking for a fire in the end of the night. So don't hide it, 'cause I know that you do. I know that you do. Gotta find it now. I gotta find it now. Wait for me, baby. I gotta find it now. I gotta find it now.
I see no changes. Wake up in the morning and I ask myself, is life worth living? Should I blast myself? I'm tired of being poor and even worse, I'm black. My stomach hurts, so I'm looking for urge to smash. Cops give a damn about a nickel. Pull the trigger, kill a nigga, he's a hero. Give the crack to the kids, who the hell cares? One less hungry mouth on the welfare. First ship them dope and let them deal the brothers. Give them guns, step back, watch them kill each other. It's time to fight back, that's what Huey said. 2 shots in the dark, now Huey's dead. I got love for my brother, but we can never go nowhere unless we share with each other. We gotta start making changes, learn to see me as a brother instead of 2 distant strangers. And that's how it's supposed to be. How can the devil take a brother if he's close to me? I love to go back to when we played as kids, but things change, and that's the way it is. Come on, come on, that's just the way it is. Changes, things will never be the same. That's just the way it is, the way it is. Oh yeah, yeah. Hear me, oh my, come on, come on, come on. That's just the way it is, just the way it is, the way it is. Things will never be the same, never be the same. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, and that's just the way it is, way it is. Oh yeah, yeah. I see no changes. All I see is racist faces. Misplaced hate makes disgrace to races. I wonder what it takes to make this one better place. Let's erase the waste, take the evil out the people. They'll be acting right, 'cause both black and white are smoking crack tonight. And the only time we chill is when we kill each other, kill each other. It takes skill to be real, time to kill each other. And although it seems heaven sent, we ain't ready to see a black president. Oh, it ain't a secret, don't conceal the fact. The penitentiary's packed and it's filled with blacks. But some things will never change, never change. Trying to show another way, but you staying in a dope game. Ooh, now tell me what's some mother to do. Being real don't appeal to the brother in you. Yeah, you gotta operate the easy way. I made a G today, but you made it in a sleazy way. Selling crack to the kids, I gotta get paid. Well, hey, well that's the way it is. Come on, come on, that's just the way it is. Changes, things will never be the same. That's just the way it is, the way it is. Oh yeah, yeah. Hear me, oh my, come on, come on, come on. That's just the way it is, just the way it is, the way it is. Things will never be the same, never be the same. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, and that's just the way it is, way it is. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Just the way it's done. Things will never be the same.
No texting, no writing, nobody telling me what to say. This from the brain, from the heart, from the soul, from the streets. I'm a bitch from the streets. I get that money. I get that money. Bitch, give me what you got. I get
In this moment,
Yes.
I cannot say what's wrong or right.
No.
It's not hard to fool tell you good night. 'Cause I'll find no matter what. Yeah. Susceptible now. Before the moment flies. Ooh. So tell you good night.
Check 1 2 1 2. Let's go. Oh, let's go.
Susceptible now. Before the moment flies. It's not a problem. No. 'Cause I know what I'm getting into. Yes. Yeah. And nothing can stop me. No. 'Cause I'm addicted to what you and I realize.
Salutation.
Either way, I follow. No need to say where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all. So tell you good night. 'Cause I'll find no matter what. Yeah. Susceptible now. Before the moment flies. Before it flies. So tell you good night. 'Cause I'll find no matter what. Susceptible now. Before the moment flies. Yeah.
Yo, 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 yo. We are back. We are back. We are back.
You want to come on with me tonight? It's been a while.
So what is it this time? You just want to be held, or you want the LD?
What you think it is? I want the LD, baby. And then I want to be held. That's all right with you?
You know me. It's my duty to please that booty.
Yo, peace and blessings to everyone that is out here tonight. Happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday. We are here again of another edition of the Black Bottom Roscast. I am your host, Ross Lee. I am here to bring the real, have a good time, and have fun doing it. You know what I mean? I'm really pissed off right now, right in the middle of me getting started with my show. My soundboard decided to do my soundboard slash mix board decided to wipe out all of my drops. So we have no drops tonight. So we just gonna just have a good time on the show. I'll get back to that once I'm done with tonight's live stream. But this is some fugazi ass shit. StreamYard has been StreamYarding, and I've been hearing um, a few other content creators talk about how a lot of us content creators need to get up off of StreamYard and go on over to OBS. It's a free live stream attachment to connect to our YouTube. I at first, before I really got started, doing my live streams on YouTube, I was trying to work with OBS, but it was kind of like complicated. The only reason why I'm dealing with StreamYard because it was more simplistic and it just did certain things that I was needing it to do. But shit, with all the bullshit and all the money that they getting out of a lot of these content creators, as far as for StreamYard to be still janky the way it is, as far as freezing up on you in live streams and all this other stuff. Yeah, maybe I need to invest on making a switch and switching my YouTube over to a different server. Because there are many different servers that are out there. I haven't investigated all of them. See, like right now, like I said, my shit is freezing and is really pissing me off. But anyway, I hope everyone had a good week this week. I hope everyone has been blessed. I definitely hope everyone is striving to be the best version of yourself. Y'all see the damn title. Um, y'all saw the thumbnail. We gonna get right into it because I don't feel like dragging this out much longer. I just rather just get the show started and just take care of what I need to take care of once I get up off this. Shout out to Accountability Commentary for putting this out here. This is actually um he's actually reacting to a
I would
show.
watch this
Hold
video.
on,
That
hold on. He was actually reacting to a show that went back to like 97. And see, and back in the early and mid 90s and late 90s, there used to be a lot of this is before the internet, this is before reality TV and all these different, apps and stuff that was out. Back in the old days, when we still like watch television, there used to be other kind of shows, talk shows, things like that, that would discuss the different topics of the day, like the Phil Donahue shows, the Ricky Lakes, the Rosie Perez's, the Geraldos, even early Maury Povich before he really just started doing other bullshit. Yo, what's going on? What's going on? Sweetness, I see you in the house. Um, even the early Maury Poviches, the Jerry Springers, before he really took it to like that other level. Because in the early days of Jerry Springer, he actually used to have shows that had some kind of substance. But as time goes on, as people get popular, as higher ups want them to put and place this agenda on, um, Oprah's, all them, instead of doing real journalism, they decided to get with the whole narrative of agendaism, meaning they wanted to put out certain subject matters in media to change the mindset of culture, right? So when they started doing that, and then they started experimenting with reality TV shows, and they saw the buzz from that, and then how they changed how the culture of music went from one aspect of music where you can actually enjoy it to another aspect of music where there's an agenda to try to incite people to act and move a certain kind of way. That's why we are where we are right now. But this is a British TV show that was taped back in 1997, and the whole topic was about black men dating outside of their race from their own community, specifically white women. And it's a very interesting conversation in this show because this is something that, has been going on for a while in all of our history, black women and men. But see, when black men started really going outside of the black community in decades ago, it was looked at in some people in the community as, you know, you selling out, or you're hating your people, or you're hating your family, you're hating your mother, you're hating your roots. And it wasn't that wasn't the case. It has been a situation and a problem that has been going on in the black community for quite some time, right? And a lot of it has to do with society infiltrating our communities, different organizations inciting us to move and act a certain way against each other, and also the um, the benefits of black women to move away from black men to benefit just themselves, right? And in the midst of all that, a lot of us black men and young boys was caught in the crossfires behind this. And a lot of brothers were stepping out. They're even doing it more down to this day. It's a little bit more, it's not even, I won't even say it's more acceptable today. It's more tolerable today. But black women can step out of the black community anytime and they're praised for it. Look at Javina and Serena Williams. Look at any other black sister that is set up there and divested. You guys have made terms for it, divesting, swirling, things like that. Black men never coined a phrase behind them dealing with someone other than a black woman. They just said, hey, I'm with this woman, right? But I'm gonna let my man AC, um, we're gonna react to this. AC gonna give his points. I'm gonna give my points. We're gonna get it started. And yeah, here we go.
That I'm about to play, right? And what you're going to encounter in this video is the same tropes they've been throwing on to black men for the longest to get you to stay away from Becky's, right? This was aired in 1997, and it's basically about interracial relationships, but more so with black men dealing with Becky's. Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
It's all bravado. Hang on. No, it's not. It's the mood's gone. What are you going to say? Well, I was going to say that I'm supposed to call it right here saying this. I find white men attractive. Hooray! Of course you do.
Hooray! Of course you do. You're a Brad worshiper. Of course.
But don't you find black men attractive? I do, but I've never met a black man, so You've never been out? No. But he says he's a better mover, and it's more alluring. Fine. Why do black men then...
Now, I want y'all to hold that part right there. Now, off the back, you had a black woman saying that, they prefer to date white men. Okay, that's fine. He also asked a question that, would you date black men? And she said, yeah. So it's not that she's totally against, dealing with her own people, but her preference at this space and place in her life is dealing with what she's dealing with. No one gave her any pushback. No one gave her any backlash. No one gave her the finger waving. None of that shit. Keep listening. Let's go.
Brian, go out with white women?
I don't know.
He's about to cook. He's about to cook.
Sometimes it could be, there's a lot of things, and I got white girls because I find them, in some cases, a better person. They're more easygoing in some cases. Those out for a laugh. Something like more time. 9 times out of 10, a white girl will go out for more for a laugh. They'll just go out, relax more easier. You know what I mean? They haven't got chip on shoulder when they go out. In my opinion, they haven't got chip on shoulder when they're going out. You know what I mean?
They're getting bothered. If you listen closely in the back, they're getting bothered with what he's saying. Salute to this brother, right? Because they can't stand us saying this now, right? In 2026. This is in 1997. You didn't have many black men speaking out saying these telling the truth about their relationships with Keisha's and Becky's and the difference.
and a lot of times in them days, if black men were dealing outside of their race, they didn't parade it as such. It was almost looked at as a stigma in the community because, of course, if um certain people in the community saw you with someone other than a black woman, they will ridicule you. They'll call you a sellout. They'll call you a lame. They'll call you a cracker lover. Whatever. I mean, well, I've heard those things. You know what I'm saying? I've heard them not just with me because, yeah, I mean, when I was younger, I did have maybe one or two situations outside of my race. But unfortunately, myself personally had bad experiences with those situations. So, and it wasn't that, you know, I didn't like, you know, who they were as persons. No, but I didn't like some of the shit that I got myself involved with those persons. So that's why I chose not to deal with them and I just, got out of that whole little race. But I can't knock another man for wanting to do what they do. We have a serious issue in our community because women can sit up here and do this and date that and date this and get with that and whatever. And we're not supposed to pass judgment on them if they date outside of their race. But the minute a black man does it, man, the sky's falling, the heavens is coming out. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking four more white people, Dracula, and two more gargoyles is flying at your front door. Like, what the fuck are you doing? But anyway, but let's continue.
You didn't have because they understood that by telling the truth, they would get shamed. They would get outed. It would just be it would just be them attacking him. That's all it'd be. He'll just keep getting attacked. This brother's out here telling it what it is, and they getting bothered in the back. Listen to the back. Hold on. Let's go. Hold on. Let's go. There you
go
go.
out more for a laugh. They'll just go out, relax more easier. You know what I mean? They haven't got chip on shoulder when they go out. In my opinion, they haven't got chip on shoulder when they're going out. You know what I mean?
Hang on, yeah. Let Brian finish. Go on.
Most of them just go out basically just have a laugh, they have a good time.
So you prefer white women? You prefer white women? You've been saying because they're easy to be with, because they go out for a laugh, because you can have more fun with them.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Well, I mean, yeah, but that's it. I would.
He was cooking. That's what you call cooking.
Before I would have taken offense to that.
She's cooked.
Looking like Kukla Fran and Ollie's baby cousin and shit. I mean, God, this girl here. I'm telling you, it's about to get good. We just getting started. So, man, while you here, man, get you some water, eat you some fruit, roll you a blunt, have you a beer, get you a cocktail. Like my man Big Mike said, get you some juice, but leave the motherfucking pills alone because them bitches will kill you. This one right here. And it's old, and I hate to say it, it's always women like her or like this that have issues with black men dating outside of their race. And when you see how these people move, when you see how these women talk and act, you're gonna truly understand. This one, like I said, this was a TV show that was produced in Great Britain. Back in the 90s, they had all kind of stuff that was interacting with like different cultural um topics. It went back all the way to the 70s. I did a few I did a little research on what Great Britain's television used to be like from like the early 70s to like the mid and late 90s. They touched on all these topics. They used to have TV shows on these kind of topics and these different narratives and things like that. Totally unlike what you would have saw in America during that time. But they were deep. They would, you might want to do your research as far as what type of programming, TV programming that Great Britain was doing between 1970 and like 1999. They used to talk like this. They used to be on these kind of, discussion panels. But all right, let's go.
She's cooked.
And if I saw a black guy with a white woman, I used to look at him with
The only thing I can give to her, at least that's her real hair. I'll say that. She might not be the most pleasing to the eye, to most people's fancy, as far as us men, but at least she got her own hair. I will give her that. But all right, let's go.
disgust. But now,
Why?
because when it comes down to it, what they're really saying is that they're only attracted to you because of what you've got between your legs.
Oh, no.
But they're not
No,
really
he's saying he
go.
prefers
No,
white
but I'm
women.
just
Like this
saying-
one. No, but we're talking about Brian. Brian says he
Watch this. She disregarded. This is the reason why a lot of black men are just tired. She disregarded what he said, didn't even acknowledge it. She just went straight to insults. That's what it is. She went straight to insult, shaming. Look, watch this. Let's look at this.
he
prefers white women. I'm saying from the
Because they're easier
white
to be
women's
with.
perspective, they only like you for.
You see, hold on. I need y'all to see this. My bad. I need y'all to see this.
But how can she give an account of the white woman's perspective of why they want to date black men when she's not a white woman? You're only going by your emotions, your feelings, and your inadequateness of keeping whatever black men around you. That's what it sounds like. How can you know what is going on in the minds of that woman? How do you know what's going on in the minds of a black man? But when the black man decides to give you that, and he explained why he prefers what he prefers, black women can't deal with that shit. They can't deal with the fact that there are just some black men out here that just checked out the game. They just checked out, the whole, I'm not even about to stress myself to try to keep dealing with your emotions, to keep dealing with your disrespect, keep dealing with your insecurities and things like that. And expect for me to be, I'm talking about black men, expect for black men to be upright, positive, productive, protective, and providing and still building. How is that man going to do that when a lot of these women want to doubt what you want in life, want to reject what you want in life? If a man says, hey, look, I want a house this way, I want a woman to act this way, I want my woman to look this way, not necessarily color, but just look in general. What is so wrong with that? Y'all say y'all want a man that's 6 feet, 6 figures, 6 inches or more, and we're supposed to accept that, right? But when a man has standards, when a black man wants to have standards, black men get pushback. Why? Anyway, let's go.
This Brad is saying because they're easy to be with. He's saying relax and watch her. Look at this.
He prefers white women.
I'm saying from the
Because they're easier
white
to be
women.
with.
Because they're easier to be with. He's trying to relate to her what he just said because she's not listening. She didn't even hit.
perspective, they only like you for what is between your legs. What they're not taking into consideration.
Now look, Becky right here shaking her head no. You know why? That's her man right there. So what I'm telling you, they've been pushing this trope for the longest. Oh, they only want you because of your sexual prowess. That's the only reason why they want you, because of how you get busy in the bed and what's between your legs. How many times have we heard Keisha put bedroom play over everything else? Huh? How many times we heard Keisha say that she would really ruin her relationship with a good dude over a dude that's walking around with a tree trunk? So in all actuality, it's really Keisha that is only chasing after these dudes, chasing after these black males who's running around with a horse, a third leg. But when it's Becky, they throw that on Becky. Oh no, the reason why Becky is chasing after you, or the reason why Becky prefers you, is because of what you have between your legs. That's you though. That's you. So what should we say about you?
And really an old folk tale as far as why another reason why a lot of black women can't stand these Beckys when it comes to black men in relations is that they know that a lot of these Beckys will give these black men whatever they want physically, emotionally, and don't even question it. Don't give them pushback. Don't give them no lip. Don't argue. Don't try to argue. Now, I mean, I'm not saying all. There are some over the top ass, trailer trash, swamp bucket ass white women out here in the world. True enough. Them the niggas of their society. But but what we're saying is, and what we're getting at, and what has been historically looked at, is that a lot of black women are I won't say they're inferior because it's not the case, but they're a little under pressure when it comes to other women in other races coming when it comes to black men, because they don't want to lose these men, but a lot of black women don't know how to keep these men because how they were raised. A lot of them were raised by a bitter black ass mama, especially over the last 40, 50 years, And I'm not saying all, but a large majority of these women were raised by another woman that couldn't keep their fucking man. So they're bitter, mad, upset, angry, pissed off at all men as far as black men. So they put off that same energy towards their daughters. And don't let your daughter grow up looking better than you. Oh shit. And that's another story for another time as far as the dynamic with the moms and the daughters. But we're gonna stay on topic, so let's keep going.
And that's their way of trying to say Becky is only looking at you as just a fetish. She's only looking at you as just something to have fun with. Well, that's you too. We can say that for you too. Because that's the only reason why you would, that's the only reason why you choose certain dudes based off of what they can do for you or what they can do to you in the bedroom. They put that amongst everything. They put that, let me tell you how terrible it is with them. They put that over a good guy that raises his children and take care of his family. They put that over that. Tell me I'm lying, black men. The nerve of them to pull this, though. Well, let's go. Let's go.
Well, I mean, generally, I mean, we've spoken to what four, and that's really what that is what is really. But anyway, but
No, you can't get away with that same way anyway. Nicola.
I like a black man because of what they are, not because what they've got in between their legs.
Right.
Because their mentality, everything. It's not, you get some white man and they're so close-minded. You know, where a black man is so open-minded, more open-minded to everything, It's so different.
Brian prefers white women because they're easier to get on with. They're more fun, is what he summed it up by saying. Yeah?
More fun.
You see, I think black men always have an excuse for liking white women. I think
No. I mean,
this is my personal opinion. I think because black men, well, the young men of today, as a child, they grew up in this society. They didn't get any encouragement to have confidence in themselves. They have this mentality that probably they're a little bit less than white people. So because they have that mentality, I think when they grow up, when they become young men, they need to have.
This woman right here got issues. She has a deep down, and it's real ironic how I even have it pause right here on this facial expression. Look at her face. And I'm not saying this as far as to try to crack a joke that, she looked like, something out of a Cracker Jack box. Some of y'all probably don't know about that shit. That toy at the bottom of the motherfucking, at the bottom of the Cracker Jack box. You might pull out a special toy. Yeah, she's probably one of them. And they let me shut up. Oh my God. But anyway, but just look at her expression right now. She has a deep-seated hatred and disdainment for black men. Why? Because the black men that's probably came into her path at this time, and we're talking about 1997. So ain't no telling where the fuck this heifer is right now. And sure hate to see what she looked like to this day. Because hell, that's 31 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Some of us ain't looking like how we looked like back in in the 90s. Hell, when this came out, when this show came out, 97, yeah, I was 26. Yeah. Yeah, I was 26 years old in 97. So yeah, it's wild out here in the streets, you know. And a lot of things has changed. And th- this is something that's been going on. This has been a constant tribal war that's been going on in the black community for way longer than what we're talking about now. It's just now a lot of women are getting upset because we have the platforms to talk about this shit now. Men have the spaces to express their dislikes for certain situations now. And a lot of these women are not liking it. But guess what? There's nothing you can do about it because for years, back in the 80s, back in the 90s, back in the early 2000s, we constantly heard and saw and witnessed you women dogging black men on these panels, dogging black men on these TV shows, dogging black men everywhere in your circles and in your clubs and in your little, speakeasies, whatever you want to call it. It was dogging us.
Have a white woman on their own to make them.
Now, I want y'all to notice, what she said, right? Pay attention. She had no smoke for the Keisha. She didn't say black men and black women. She didn't say that. She said black men. Even though there was a Keisha, you heard the Keisha said that she finds Brad attractive and that she's with a Brad. But she instead of pointing that out, right? She kept it on black men.
And they won't ever do that. Black women would never shit on another black sister dating outside of her race. It's a sister code that y'all really don't have. Y'all claim y'all got the sister code, but when it really comes down to certain spaces, places, and things, y'all don't. Y'all would turn on each other in a fucking minute. In a Mississippi heartbeat, y'all would turn on each other. But there are just certain things that y'all don't even check your ladies, your sisterhood on when it comes to dating outside of the race. It's just call it what it is. How many of y'all talk shit about Venus? Have y'all seen what that woman looks like now since she got with that white boy? Y'all remember what she used to look like, but look at her now. I'm, and then all of a sudden, her sister follows suit, and that's the oldest one. Okay. Did y'all talk about um Tamara the other Maori, not Tia Maori, but the sister, the twin? Did y'all talk shit about her and her white husband? No. Do you talk about all the other sisters that's out there swirling? You know, the queens of kings. Y'all talk bad about her. I mean, some of y'all have, but that's because she's a fucking bumbling idiot, and doing this stupid shit, and got a stupid ass fucking ogre of a simp white boy in her life. But that's just beside the point. There's some far and in between that we kind of look at and with the side eye and shit. Like, man, what the fuck you doing? But for the most part, y'all don't give sisters no smoke. She was the first one that said that she dates white men and prefers white men. And this bitch didn't have nothing to say about that. But when the brother said what he said, and he didn't even say anything disrespectful, he just said, man, I prefer them. They're more pleasant for me. We do things that's fun. We don't have no issues. And he's content. Ugh. Y'all can't be content. Y'all need to stress out because we want you to stress out. Because, motherfucker, I need you to be stressed like me. What? Misery loves company. All right, let's go.
So it's okay for them to be with a Brad, and this is proof. I've been showing y'all this type of proof for the longest. With these shows, these TV shows from the 80s, these TV shows from the 90s, it's okay for Keisha to do it, but as soon as black men do it, it's a problem. Why? Because they believe they own you. They own you. You just saw not too long ago in this video, Keisha said that she's with a Brad and that she finds Brad attractive. Yet this Keisha right here had no smoke for her at all, just strictly for the black man because the black man that was just talking triggered her. Triggered her. She became triggered. When you say, hey, they're much more easygoing, they're fun to be around, they're easier to talk to. When you say
Um, uh, i.e., these women that these black men go for outside of black race, they're not always complaining. They're not always bitching. They ain't always making excuses not to handle certain business. They're just doing for the most part. Now, there are some trifling white bitches in society. There's some trifling other ethnic groups in society. But for the most part, any man that has purpose, any man that's doing something. I ain't talking about no poopocalypse. I ain't talking about no motherfucking Ray Ray and all them motherfuckers that want to sit up and play video games all goddamn day. We ain't talking about them. They in a whole nother category. They don't deserve to have shit, but what they got until they change up how they living. Because how is that going to help you in life standing out in the corner all day? How is that going to help you in life playing video games all day? And I mean, are you a part of some kind of organization where you get paid to do this? You know what I'm saying? You know, there's certain avenues in life that if you get into the right niche and in the right circle, they'll pay you for that shit. They pay you. There's people out here that get paid to just go to different restaurants just to eat different food. You know, they will pay you for that. I mean, unless you're in those kind of like circles, then man, knock it the fuck off, man. But this narrative of oh, they're just with us because of what we got swinging, and we just with them because there's some kind of a trophy piece, then motherfucker, you know, what are y'all doing when y'all do it then? Oh, they do it because we've heard the stories. Oh man, you know, their credit is good. They take care of me. I can live a princess lifestyle. In other words, you a lazy bitch. In other words, you just want to sit on your ass and let a motherfucker work himself to death and don't help and contribute with shit. Okay, cleaning the house. You should want to do that anyway because you should want a clean house. Cooking food, if you cook. Some of these women don't even cook. Some of these women want black men to pay for a chef if they're living that kind of a lifestyle. They won't get in the kitchen and cook, but let that be reversed and it's a Brad. Oh yeah, they cooking. Now, you ain't about to fucking hire no maid because I don't want her walking around this motherfucker and enticing you, Bobby, Jimmy. I'll do it. You see how that shit sound? You see how that shit how that goes? Because that will happen. That has happened. But with the brothers, oh hell no. We gotta go. We gotta fucking walk on coals, barefoot. We gotta fucking slay dragons and shit. We gotta walk on the edge of motherfucking volcanoes before it erupt to make some of these women at least half-ass do for us. Is that fair? So they get mad when these men say, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I've checked out. I'm not dealing with this. I'm not about to keep going back and forth. I'm not about to keep being stressed out. I'm not about to sleep in the car, and not walk in the house because that's the only place I have peace. I'm not about to sit in the basement. I'm not about to even and lay on the corner of my fucking roof. They will just leave you the fuck alone, man. But anyway, let's go.
Say these things, it triggers them. It triggers them because they're tired of this. They're tired of the image that they have of being loud and combative. This ain't nothing new. That's why I'm saying there's no such thing as the modern Keisha. They was always labeled loud and combative back then and before then. You get what I'm saying? So they're trying to ditch that image. But when we say they're easier to get along with, they're easier to talk to, they're easier to be around, it just keep putting that out there that they're hard to deal with and they're trying to escape it, but it's not going anywhere because guess what, Keisha? That's who you are. That's who you are. And it's not going nowhere.
It's a symbol to them.
Oh, okay. So if it's a status symbol to a black man, what is it to y'all when y'all deal with a white man? because I've said it. It's funny to me when a black woman deals with a white man because in my eyes, I feel that you know that's the slave master. You know, really showing that he rules the slave because y'all would switch up so hard for the white man. The ones that date him, y'all don't give them no smoke. Y'all just be so nice and docile and kind and submissive to them. Even though some of the ones that might come from volatile households and ways of understanding life, y'all would not give those men no kind of smoke, especially if you're dealing with a white man that's well to do and you ain't got shit because you're looking at this as a come up. Oh man, I hook him up. I suck on his pink little pecker. Oh man, he gonna do all kind of shit for me. He gonna give me his 401k, his insurance. He gonna, all that. I'm gonna live in this nice house, his nice house, not our nice house, his nice house. You see how that sounds? Because a black man, when he wants to deal with a black woman, everything he wants you to have. It ain't just him. If he has a house, we have a house. If he has a car, we have a car. If he has money, we have money. Y'all don't think like that. Y'all don't move like that. Y'all don't talk like that. Y'all don't act like that. And then you wonder why a lot of these men are checking out from you heifers. You want him to run. You're running his blood pressure and his stress level up so high, dealing with your punk ass till he pass on to the essence. And then you're gonna be at the funeral crying and boo-hooing and wailing and snotting and bubbles coming out your nose and all kind of shit, passing out, can't look at the casket, none of that bullshit. But the next day you sitting up here making sure you get the right paperwork together so you can get all his benefits. Tell me I'm fucking lying.
Tell her then.
I go out with a white woman because that's my preference, not because of status symbol. I mean, like a symbol's a car.
Yeah,
She's
but
not a
why
car.
is that your
You know what I mean?
preference? I mean, most of the black men that go out with white women, if you find out what their past relationships have been, you'll find that it's mostly with white women.
No. Actually, no. If you find out their past, it's mostly with Keisha's. It's mostly with Keisha's. We got to keep that a buck here. That's the reason they're with Becky's. That's the reason why they with Becky's. The difference between black men and Keisha's, when black men see beauty, beauty is beauty. If they see a beautiful woman and she happens to be black, they don't differentiate her or separate her from Becky. They don't separate her from Maria. You know what they see? A beautiful woman. They see a beautiful woman. If they see a Keisha and they think the Keisha's beautiful, she's beautiful. If they see a Becky and they think she's beautiful, she's beautiful. If they see a Maria and they think she's beautiful, she's beautiful. They don't look at it as she's beautiful for this skin tone, she's beautiful for that skin tone. No, she's beautiful. She's a woman that's beautiful. That's how black men see it. So if that's the truth of the matter, right, then why are they going for Becky's if they don't really care about skin tone? Because they can't deal with you no more. Their problem was not looking at your skin tone. Their problem was looking at your attitude, your behavior. Look how you was just dismissive of this brother here, and he wasn't trying to give it any smoke. They asked him a question, and instead of listening to what he had to say, because the topic is really about black men being with Becky's, instead of listening to him and what he had to say and why he's doing it, you immediately went to shaming him. You didn't ask him, well, what is this so terrible about us? What is this why is this so easy going for them and not easy going for us? You went immediately to shaming him. But you didn't shame the Keisha. And salute to that brother for saying what he had to say, because I know.
And it's the cool thing about it, if you really look at his mannerisms, he wasn't that kind of a brother. That man was real direct on what he said, how he felt. Didn't have to get all dramatic, didn't have to get all overly emotional like these new niggas are now. That is Keisha raised, without a father, you know what I'm saying? Uber emotional. Just gotta just lash out just to lash the fuck out. Now, I know I've crashed out a few times on my platform. I try not to crash out as much. It depends on what we reacting to. A lot of times I'm just gonna just pop off like Sparky. And it just is what it is. And y'all just gonna deal with it. But for the most part, I'm building, I'm growing in this. Like I said, this is my 3rd year on the platform. I'm trying to do something and move it to a higher level with it. We don't want to stay the same like we did last year. If you're still doing the same shit that you did last year in the same situation, in the same financial mindset, spiritual mindset, mental mindset, if you are still doing the same shit you did a year ago today, you're not growing. So it's not issues, it's you. And you really need to look yourself in the fucking mirror and really get your shit together, because can't nobody out here in the world change you for you. You got to be wanting to change that. You got to be willing to change that. It's some people that got to really understand there are certain generational things that you just got to just let the fuck go. We're in a whole new time now. Hell, you girls, you ladies out here is accepting motherfucking Bobby and John being Joan and Margaret or whatever the fuck. Y'all accept that shit. So accept this. Accept the fact that, and y'all lost them men. Them men is wanting what y'all want. Y'all don't got no smoke for them. Y'all cater to them, but the men that's willing to like check out in the community, oh, y'all can't stand them. Y'all call them sellouts. Y'all call them, Uncle Toms, all this other shit.
Back then, to say that, especially in that climate, and the climate hasn't really changed, but more and more black men are waking up. You had way more simps back then. Way more simps back then. And we're going to get to that.
As well as white women that grow up with black men, you'll find out that most of them actually have had past relationships with black men.
And white girls.
I believe, right, that is completely and utterly wrong. In my eyes, a black man is a very strong man. Mm-hmm. Okay, I don't believe that white men have got anything going for them. I've been out with white men, and I've been out with black men, and I've been out with every coloured kind of man. And a black man, in my eyes, the first thing I see is a terror of strength.
But she says
that
you're a
man
status symbol when you're with a black man. When you're on the black man's arm, my friend here is saying you're just a status symbol because he's suffering from an inbuilt inferiority.
Look at her. That white woman is a black woman's nightmare. That white woman is a black woman's nightmare. Did y'all hear what she just said? Look at the look that this broad has on her face looking at this woman. She's looking at him like, motherfucker, fuck you, fuck your mother, fuck your father, I hope you die of cancer, all this. She's thinking all kind of hateful shit because she knows in her hearts of hearts that what that white woman was saying to her, it hit a nerve. See, she knows she should move like that for the black man, but for whatever internal reason, she refuses to give a black man what a real black man. I ain't talking about just some boy. She refuses to give that man what he deserves because in their eyes, that's control, that's slavery, like Leslie Jones, Magilla gorilla looking ass says. That's why she ain't got nobody. And ain't nobody checking for her. And she think just because she got money and these motherfuckers in America and then let her get to a certain status in the comic realm. And she ain't that fucking funny. I don't know what I understand. See, she didn't got good with the white people in this country in her line of work. So they only paying her because to her, she's a clown. She's a court jester. She's entertaining to them. They don't laugh at her. They don't laugh with her. They laugh at her. And they pay her. They don't give a fuck. They got it. And she accepting this shit. Cause she a booger wooger bear any goddamn way. So who the fuck else? Who cares? Who cares? But ooh, look at her.
Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. Look at the contempt in her face. She really can't stand that Becky is telling her. This is Becky. Becky's telling you. No, it's not that at all. She sees the strength in black men. She sees the difference between Brad and black men, and she likes what she sees in black men. And this is piss. Look at her face. Look at her. You know why she has this type of look on her face? Because what she see is black men leaving. I told y'all in a live stream a while ago, this was a while ago, I said, when you started to see more black men dealing with Becky's, it was because of the brothers in the 90s. Salute to the brothers in the 90s that was leaving the rat community and leaving other communities, whatever community they was in. They was leaving these communities, and a lot of them wasn't in the rat community, but some of them were. They were leaving, right? They were leaving and going to college. They were leaving, going to the military, and when they came back and told brothers, nah, Keisha ain't it. They came back and told Keisha ain't it, man. You've been dating Keisha's for the longest, and you've been getting the short end of the stick. This is where's it at. A lot, especially the brothers that went to college in the 90s and came back and told brothers, yeah, this ain't it at all. Rap. Contempt in her face. Look.
Inferiority complex is what you were saying.
No.
Yeah.
No, because a black man is a strong man, and I want a strong man to bring up my child and to look after me and to make sure that I'm all right.
Strong in what way?
He's a strong man. He's got his own opinions.
What, you mean mentally strong or physically strong?
Mentally strong. If you can understand being brought up in this country.
Strong?
No. White men have everything handed to them as soon as they're born.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. Black men, I told y'all plenty of times the difference between you and them, everything you worked for, you had to work for it 10 times harder.
And let me tell you something. That's not far fetched, and that's not a lie. What really upsets me about the black community, the parents of the black community, you do not prepare your children or put your children in position to be successful. Okay. I saw a video here just recently of a black woman. You guys can probably pull it up on YouTube because this is all on YouTube. I believe the woman probably posted it on TikTok, of course. Whatever the fuck. Who cares? But anyway, the boy just graduated out of high school, fresh 18 years old. And at that moment, she decided to do a video and record him and her kicking her son out of the house, saying all this bullshit as far as, hey, listen, you done graduated out of high school, you don't want to go to college, you're 18 years old now it's time for you to get the fuck out the house. And he's sitting up here like, what are you talking about? Hands him an envelope with money, talking about, yeah, this is going to go on towards the down payment of you a place. It wasn't $100,000. It wasn't $200,000. It wasn't, you know, him having $70,000 in the bank and, access to knowing where he can go. Having it already set up, handing him the keys to some shit. Like, hey, here's your car, here's your house keys, here's this money. This should hold you for like 6 months to a year. And he had a job. No, he had nothing. This boy didn't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw out of. His whole life, all he was used to is this woman doing for him. Didn't teach him nothing as far as how to be a man. Why? Because she's not a man and he don't know nothing. He's sitting up here like, why are you doing this to me? Why are you kicking me out? I'm not ready yet. I don't know how am I gonna feed myself? How am I gonna clothe myself? How am I gonna do this? I'm gonna do that. Oh, well, we're gonna get you a job. We're gonna get you a place and you're gonna have to get the fuck up out of here. This is the problem of the black community, especially with you bitches. Fuck Keisha. You bitches. Y'all be sucking up the resources from the government with these children because it didn't work out with you and the so-called man that you had these children with. And then when that shit get to run out and now you on your own, now you want to put him out. Now you want to put your kids out. Instead of giving them the proper knowledge, guidance, financial structuring, um, teaching, telling them they need to learn how to do trades. They need to either go to the military or learn a trade. Fuck college. Why? So you can be in thousands upon thousands of debt, and then you going to college for what? You're not going to college to be an engineer. You're not going to college to be a surgeon. You're not going to college to be, anything of substance that's going to really make you money. You're taking liberal arts. Okay. You taking some bullshit ass fucking history class. You're not putting them in business school to learn numbers, to learn business structures, to learn um knowing how to write a resume, knowing how to write a grant letter. You don't teach these kids anything and you put them out there in the wild. That was heartbreaking to see that woman do that. I want y'all to look that video up. It was a black woman, 18-year-old child, graduated out of high school, and now she want to kick him out. Gave him a fistful of dollars in an envelope. The fuck? We don't give no fun, but yet and still, black people in the community talk about generational wealth. Fuck out of it.
You had to work for it 10 times harder, right? Nothing was given to you. They had a 450-year head start, and look where they at now. Look, they had a 450-year head start, and look.
And just to just give you more content on what I'm talking about, and I can speak from experience. I grew up with my grandparents. Yeah, they had a house for the most part in a middle class neighborhood. For the most part, always kept the lights on, the gas on, always kept clothes on my back, always kept food in the house. Did they teach me about financial literacy? No. Did they set me up as I got older, as a teenager, to know responsibility of finances and knowing how to save money, knowing how to invest, knowing, hey, look, this what you see right here, it ain't easy. It takes hard work. And if you're not properly prepared when you are old enough to get out here in these streets, it's going to be hard for you. So I'm going to teach you. Did they really do that to me? No. Only by the grace of God that I realize, even though something oh shit, I'm sorry. Most part, I knew some foundations. God bless some of the teachers that I had growing up. God bless some of the families that I hung around. God bless some of the friends that I even was around that had these things, had this certain foundation. And I kind of like piggybacked and observed what they were doing. I was hoping and praying out, and I wished that I had it in my life, in my growing up. But you know, I had what I had, and I'm not gonna like shit on it. But did that put me behind the back of the bus? Yeah, it did. Because when I finally did move out, when I was 19 years old, I didn't have shit. I didn't have no bank account to get me started on. I didn't have nothing, no kind of information to carry on so I can keep going. I didn't have something set up for me, as far as another residence. So all I had to do was just take my key and open up the door. I had to get it from the fucking bottom of the mud. I had to learn how to live from the bottom of the mud. I didn't beg nobody to help me with shit because what I've always learned, when people do things for you, a lot of people do things for you for an agenda. A lot of people do things for you just so they can say, hey, don't be acting all brand new with me because motherfucker, if I hadn't have done this, that, and the third, you wouldn't be where the fuck you at right now. I can't stand people like that. I can't. I don't respect people like that. If it's one thing I've ever done in this world, I've always done things for people out of the kindness of my natural heart, not because I wanted something in return. And the problem in our community, we always want to try to outdo each other instead of working with each other and building with each other. That's why we are where we are right now and at the bottom of the fucking barrel with things that we don't need to be at the bottom of. We are at the top of where we don't need to be at the top of, and everything in the middle, it's every man for himself. But anyway, I'm sorry for the rant. Let's continue this on. Let's keep going.
Look where they at now as far as the average Brad and the average black man. What's the difference per year? And they had a 450-year head start. What's the difference? Few $1,000s? What's the difference? And they had everything handed to them. And here's another thing. The reason why I say that is because a lot of you brothers were when it came time for you to move out or for you to go out and explore the world, you didn't explore the world with resources. You didn't.
No, not at all. I just told you, I had nothing. When the breakdown where I was raised at broke down, and it got to that point where it was time for me to go, I had $100 in my pocket in a raggedy ass Camaro, and I got the fuck gone, and I didn't look back, and I had to build. I had to build. I had to build, and then I kept building what I had. I kept it. I've always kept a job, and I was always practical with my money. I just didn't spend all my money as soon as it got in my hand. Yeah, when I was young and dumb and full of whatever, and I wanted to enjoy myself, I did that. But for the most part, I still found the way to keep moving forward. There was times I didn't even have a bank account. There was times I didn't even have more than $5 in my pocket. There were times that I had to get back and forth to work for a week and didn't know how I was going to get back and forth for the week because I didn't have a car, I didn't have proper transportation, money. I had to do what I had to do, you know, but I never took advantage of others to do it. I chose that fight. I chose that road. I'm going to ride it out. Now, if people want to go along with the ride with me, it's either we going to do this together or we not. But it ain't, I don't give a fuck about what people say about man's supposed to do everything and man's supposed to provide and blah, blah, blah with a woman. Bitch, if you ain't bringing in nothing, if you're not being productive as well, I don't need you to be the sole provider. I can't deal with women like y'all because y'all move a certain kind of way when y'all got that kind of control and power. over men. Tell me I'm lying. Y'all know what I'm talking about. When you doing it more than the man, but yet and still, you still fucking with that man, you'll pull that play. You'll tell him every other day, man, you need to get the fuck about my shit. Just because they ain't like, you ain't like what he had to say. You didn't like how he reacted to a certain argument or situation or disagreement. You be quick to throw that nigga out. Oh well, he a man, he can handle it. Okay. So when it's reversed and he tell you the same thing, you can handle it, right? See, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. But see, this is not what we should be doing. And if that's the case, then maybe y'all don't need to be dealing with each other at all. So this goes back to this subject right here. When black men get tired of dealing with the drama and the stress of their own women, do not get upset when they go elsewhere because you really didn't want them. You just wanted to control them and say, yeah, he gonna do what I say because I run this. Because you say y'all's the boss, right? No, you're not. If you're the boss, all y'all move to a deserted island and build a whole nother country. I'll wait.
You left the house, you got off the porch, and you had nothing. You had nothing. You know why? Because your mother didn't want to prioritize your father. You see, in order for you to be successful, a chance at success, you need your mother and your father. You need your mother and your father. To take the father out the house is insane. And when I mean take the father out the house, I don't mean welfare kicked them out of the house. No, that didn't happen. I mean she took you and went elsewhere. Took you and went elsewhere. So his resources are not in the house. So it's supposed to be up to her to provide those resources now, to pass something down to you. And she just can't do it. So when you left the house, you didn't leave with $30,000, $40,000. Here, take this 40 grand, 50 grand, start a business. Oh no, you didn't leave with, oh no, you're gonna go to college and we're gonna pay for that. Oh no, you didn't leave with, here's this here's some bonds, here's some stocks, no, you didn't leave with, here's these valuable baseball cards. Here, I'm passing these down to you. You didn't leave with, well, here's these gold coins. Here's these, they're valuable. Here, take these, do whatever. You didn't leave with any inheritance, is what I'm saying.
How many black people can say they done left their mama's house or their parents' house or their house they grew up in to get out here in the real world once they got the age with any kind of kickstart, any kind of boost? You know what used to upset me growing up, and I used to hate it. And I used to wonder, why am I in this situation? I had so many peers of mine growing up in high school that was getting their driver's permits, was getting, and their parents were letting them drive their car and all kind of shit. I didn't have that luxury, you know. I used to witness so many of my peers when I was coming up in high school, that had certain parents that was living certain lives that, you know, um, they had jobs, my peers had jobs, and they didn't bleed my friends of their finances. They told them, look, open up a bank account, take X amount of dollars out your check every time and put it in the bank. Don't worry about nothing else. We got that. I need you to save your money. I need you to learn the value of $1. I used to see this shit. I didn't have that. I literally, before I moved out my house, had a person that was looking after my well-being being on my bank account when I did have a job before I moved out and was taking money out of my account. I'm 19 years old. You a grown ass woman. You helped me start off a bank account just so you can take money out of my account. And I'm already paying you. I'm giving this woman, my grandmother, yes, God rest her soul. She showed me some things, but she showed me a lot of other things. I was giving this woman $100 a week to live in a house that I grew up in. That's all I knew was my home, as far as I could remember. I'm giving her in 1991. She didn't take that money and put it in a bank account for me. She didn't take that money to put on for a house for me. She didn't take that money to get me a vehicle. My step grandfather was getting ready to. I mean, I did some stupid shit when I was a teenager too, so I get it. But goddamn, um, I'm I, I'm not even gonna talk about that story. I'm sorry, I'm ranting. So let me go.
You didn't leave with no inheritance. You did not leave with an inheritance. Excuse me. You didn't leave with an inheritance. You didn't have one because she didn't secure that for you. You went out into the world and you had to get it out the mud. You had to get it out the mud. You had to get it out the mud. The average Brad, I'm talking to you, above average black men. The average Brad had it easier had it easier for him than you did. The average Brad, you're more successful than him. But now look, now look, now look at him. They look at you with disdain. Like, how you get this? How you get? I had to work hard. I had to work hard for this.
And with all the hard work I did, I'm all right by life. I'm able to take care of myself. I'm able to take care of my family. Even if my baby girl didn't work, I still can make it happen because I stayed the course. I didn't make excuses. I didn't cry in my soup for the shortcomings that I had personally. And there's so many other cases that's just like me that had to figure it out. It's a misfortune in our community that we do this to each other. But this is why I do this kind of content so we can get some kind of understanding and some kind of clarity and put this shit on blast and kill this narrative of this single mom and this boss bitch mentality. You women are not bosses. You women are selfish. A lot of it. And you really need to look into the mirror. Ask yourself, are you truly happy in the life that you're living right now? Because if you are, then hey, it is what it is. If you're happy with all the chaos and the dramas and the stress and the unnecessary bullshit that you had to deal with in your life because of your actions. I'm not talking about other people's actions. I'm talking about your actions. If you're okay with that, then I have nothing else to say and we can just keep going on with the video. But if you know deep down you could have did better, then do better. But don't get upset when you wake up one day and no one wants to fuck with you on any level. Mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, any of that. You chose the path that you chose. Because of what? Listen to another angry bitch? Listening to Shira 7, sprinkle, sprinkle, bitch, punk ass? Listening to Kendra G, remedial ass? You can't listen to Cynthia G no more because they kicked her off the platform. And she can't come back because she was that hatred towards black men. And it got to be scary how she hated black men, but fucked around and got pregnant by a black man. You see the irony in that? You hate the very thing that you procreated with, so you just as slow. The fuck?
I had to work hard for this. Yeah, what she's saying is 100% right. I don't care. These brads will lie. These brads will lie through their teeth, black men, to tell you that they had the same. You had the same opportunities. You had the same. You had the same. That the same trajectory. You had the same path. No, it was not. It was not. No, you did not. Everything you got, you had to get it out the mud. There was no shortcuts for you. You need to understand that. There was no shortcuts from you for you. You had to get it out the mud. There was no handouts. There was nothing for you. These brads will lie and say, oh, you got a handout. How? Where? Show me the handout. Where? Where did we get these handouts from? Show us. Yeah, Keisha, not us. You got it out the mud. Please believe that.
That's not true.
White men have got no backbone. I'm sorry, right?
You're looking at one. You're talking about why black men prefer white.
No, I want to take this guy on because I don't know why he must have a reason why he prefer white women. He just says that
they're easy to get on with. More
and that's precisely he's not a man because he says they're easy to get on with.
There you go. There you go. The Zestmeister. That why you think Keisha's and Zestmeister get along with each other? That's Keisha's ally, the Zestmeister. First of all, you know why the Zestmeister is mad at you? You know why he's mad at you, black man? Why he despises you? Because you kept your manhood. You didn't sell.
Not only that you kept your manhood, you wasn't the kind of man that always want to walk around with his pants sagging off his ass, showing his drawers. You ain't the kind of man that behind closed doors invites a woman to your bum hole to lick it. You ain't the kind of man that don't mind someone tickling your fucking prostate from the back end. I don't know what's wrong with some of you niggas, man. Y'all are really, really disappointing. And I blame your mamas. I blame whoever uncle or auntie done touched you. You know, I blame all that shit, man. Some of y'all is just weirdos. There's a difference between being sexual and then being weird. A lot of you motherfuckers out here is weird. Cause ain't no fucking way in hell I'm gonna let any motherfucker get anywhere near my ass. I've never, and I never have, and I never will wear my pants sagging off my ass 30, 40, 50 years old. The fuck is wrong with you motherfuckers? Don't y'all understand where that concept came from with sagging your pants? It's a prison thing. You're inviting someone, but y'all think it's sweet. And the weird shit is that some of you weird ass women like men to wear their clothes like that too. But I understand because some of y'all some masculine ass motherfuckers, so y'all like to, um, I guess, do these things to these men as some form of control. I guess I don't know. I don't know. I'm just I'm I'm reaching for the fucking stars on this. I'm trying to figure it out where the mentality and where the mindset is behind what y'all do. Even though I don't care, because I got my own, you know, understandings of why y'all do that. I just don't understand why y'all do that. But I understand. Some of y'all just, got issues, that y'all haven't figured truly, the fuck out yet. And maybe one day y'all figure it out. But I know all that shit that y'all did in Houston, with all you motherfuckers get contracted over 40,000 new cases of STDs, STIs came out of Houston, after the rodeo. Y'all ratchet as hell. Y'all ratchet as fuck. Y'all don't give a fuck about y'allself. Y'all don't even love your life. You don't love yourself. How y'all move out here. How y'all act out here. What y'all do out here. Y'all don't give a fuck about y'allself.
Sell your manhood. You kept it. You didn't sell your manhood so you could be the one being protected, so you could be in a protected group. No, you stood 10 toes down. They didn't. They didn't. They decided they didn't want their manhood no more. So now they despise anybody, any black man who retained his manhood, kept his manhood, and stood 10 toes down. 10 toes down. Whatever smoke comes your way, you deal with it. That's the reason why Keisha allies with them, because they have disdain for you. They have disdain for you. Keisha doesn't like you because you decided you didn't want to be used anymore. You decided that you're not trying to be owned by them. And Zestmeisters despise you because you kept your manhood. Got some nerve, man.
Now, no situation. No, let me finish. No, let me finish. Let me finish. No, you're saying that you're going out with this woman because she's easy to get on with. That's not a compliment. No. In fact, if I was a white woman sitting there, you tell me that I would have just run a mile from you. You ought to be a man and stand there as a man.
He's putting himself in a woman's position. Did he? I'm telling you. Hold on. Did he?
You're saying that you're going out with this woman because she's easy to get on with. That's not a compliment. No. In fact, if I was a white woman sitting there, you tell me.
In fact, if I was a white, what? I know what I'm talking about. Man.
Hold on. What man is gonna put themselves in the position of a woman perspective in a conversation? Can anyone answer that question for me? What man is going to compare himself to a woman in a conversation about men and women. I'll wait.
And no man would put his mind in that position. If I was a Becky, if I was a Keisha, if I was a Maria, no man wouldn't put their mind in that scenario. Because it's not a man, it's a male. That's the difference between us and them. We're men, they're males.
Run a mile from you. You ought to be a man and stand there as a man. No.
Some nerve.
A lot of you black men like you, have a real serious problem of insulting your own black women by saying that.
Look.
Look at this ugly bullshit I'm seeing right now. Oh, okay, so women can insult us all they want. He didn't even insult these women. He stated why he dates what he dates. He didn't say, oh, I date white women because black women is ignorant. Black women, they dirty. Black women don't know how to wipe their ass. Black women don't know how to keep their pH balance on point. Black women always arguing. Black women always acting insecure. He didn't say none of that. But the minute this zesty motherfucker said what he said, now these two little fucking helpers, and I bet you they didn't even know each other from Adam on the Moon. I bet you after this night, they made themselves friends. I bet you they stayed together forever. Probably fucked around and licked on each other on a 2000, after the millennium motherfucking girls' night. Who knows, man? Y'all, some of y'all women is weird out here. Y'all do weirdo ass shit. But want to call men weirdos. Fuck. This shit is crazy. Look at this shit. They like, yes! Tell him, girlfriend. Fuck out of here.
This has been going on for decades. Keisha's and the Zestmeisters. Look, that's right, Zestmeister. Yeah, that's right. Tell them off. And you see how rude they are, too. Keisha and Zestmeister, they shared the same mannerisms. You see how rude they are. That man wasn't rude to them not once. They asked him a question, he explained himself. This is what you call the rat community. The rat community is not just over here, it's overseas. I've been telling y'all this for the longest. Stay away from them. They want nothing but heartaches and hardships and problems for you. This is disgusting, man. This man didn't do anything. He didn't say anything. He wasn't rude. He wasn't nasty. He just explained his position and they attacked him. And look at this. This is disgusting, man. This is crazy. This is crazy.
You're insulting your own black woman. Okay? Now you have your own.
And again, remember, still no smoke for the Keisha that earlier said she was with a Brad. You don't see this Zestmeister, talking about her. You don't see him pointing her out at all. It's just smoke for him.
Your own choice, that's yours. But don't come here on national TV and tell me about black women being weak and black women is more.
When he said that? When did he say that? When did he say that? When did he say black women were weak? He never said that. Not once. Just running his mouth. Don't know what you're talking about. This is what's been going on for the longest, black men. This is why when you out there and you see them all huddled up together and you dealing with them and they have Zestmeister friends and you in a relationship with her, you are on a path of the the destruction with your relationship, because these Zestmeisters have more sway over the Keisha that you're with than you will ever have. Than you ever have. They can break your relationship apart just in a snap of a finger. And they've been doing it. They've been doing it too. This is crazy. Just lying too.
So it's hard. I think Brian's going to answer that. No, they black women are black women because they're black women. Because they're strong, they're hard, and they are serious.
Okay, answer this one then.
You've been out with white women?
Yeah.
You've been out with white women?
No, and
really?
No, I've never been out with a white woman.
Asking the wrong question.
I'm not attracted.
No. He definitely asked the wrong question. He should have asked him, "Do you date women?" That's what he should have asked him. This is back in 1997. Look how far we've come from then. And back in these days, I was hanging out in circles that was embracing Black culture, Black unity, arts, history, crafts, things like that. This is what I was doing back in 97. I wasn't in these spaces of this right here. I was trying to be proud to be a Black man. Being a young Rasta. Going to cultural things. Learning knowledge of self. This is what I was doing at this time, where these people was having these important conversations. And, it is what it is with that. But, I didn't hear of these things. I didn't have that kind of outlet of fucking information like that, as far as all these things. Internet wasn't prominent like that. I think if the internet would have been what it is now, then I would have been able to really tap into a lot of different avenues and information that would have better prepared me. I was doing shit straight up. We didn't have cell phones like that back in 97. We didn't have the internet like that. Hell, we still had dial-up. Shit was janky. If you got too much traffic on your dial-up while you online, you ain't really gonna be shaking on shit, because it's always gonna be freezing up, and you're probably not gonna be able to log on, all kind of shit. Y'all remember? For those that's old enough to remember that. Anyway, let's go.
To white women, and I've never been out with one.
Okay.
With due respect.
Yeah,
Asking the wrong question.
Okay, right. I'm coming. He's saying all together. But I find white women, in my open opinion, just more. No, just more attractive in some ways.
Kevin, no, you're coming back to you. Kevin, been addressing this gentleman over there with the glasses, right? I think it's all about you prefer white women. I have no preferences. I'm in a relationship with a white woman.
Exactly. I'm in a relationship.
You've been in a relationship
at this moment,
right.
For 4 years.
Right. I've had numerous relationships with different women from all over the world, all nations. But
right.
White women, I do not have a specific preference as such, right? But for someone to turn around and say, what symbol of success are you saying that a white woman is the akin of a trophy?
All right, just say for example.
By what criteria are you judging a status symbol? Because I don't check.
See, that's the shit right there I hate. That's the one thing I hate with a lot of Black women. When a Black man is trying to convey his understanding and his thought, there's always a Black bitch that want to try to interrupt them, man. Let the man talk. He didn't set up there. The other man with the glasses sat up there and let all you motherfuckers talk uninterrupted. The minute they want to speak their shit, y'all want to interrupt them. Y'all do not respect us. This is why so many black men is leaving y'all. Y'all better get that shit together within yourselves, man. I'm telling you, it ain't got nothing to do with white women. It ain't got to do nothing with the climate of the day. It got something to do with how the fuck you move and how you communicate. You need to learn better. If you do better, if you learn better, you do better. If you know better, you do better. That's the phrase I was trying to say. If you knew better, you'll do better. Anyway, let's go.
For society in the respect like that, having a white partner as being a status symbol. What view, what mentality, what are you subscribing to?
All right,
as a status symbol?
All right, I'll just try and say this.
Look. She's so flustered. She don't want to hear him no more. Did you see how she just put her hand? Look how flustered she is. Look at this.
A status symbol. What view, what mentality, what are you subscribing to?
All right,
as a status symbol?
Look at her.
Say this. All right, say someone like Chris Eubank. Yeah, he's got a white woman, and every fight he
Well, you
goes
could say
down
Eubank, you could say Bruno.
But
Yeah,
I'm just saying that. No, is it Eubank? Yeah, but I'm just saying that if it was a black man, he might not give that respect to if he was with a black woman. I mean, Nigel Bell.
So are we saying then that black men have white women because it's a status?
Let me stop it right because I got stuff to do. I'm gonna do a part 2 to this. I'm gonna do a part 2 to this. But let me say this, right?
Hold on. That is the slowest shit I've ever heard. That's some slow ass shit, man. Hold on. I gotta put back. I gotta get back on screen. See, what I'm getting at right now with this whole interaction that happened in 1997 is the same as what's going on right now. Deep down, black women do not like when black men just stop fucking with you. They just don't like it. They expect for you to constantly fuck with them. They expect for you to deal with their emotions, their ups, their downs, their problems, and want you to solve it all, but don't want to have or show no balance, no yin to no yang. And a lot of men have reached a breaking point where they're tired. They're tired of it. They don't want to deal with that no more. You know, they've checked out. And don't get mad at them because we don't talk about we don't have panels and war council meetings about why black women date outside of our community. We just don't. But you ladies do 40 going north. Or you're upset that that man just don't want to fuck with none of y'all, period. And they go out, they leave the country. They just, you know, they've totally checked out. And some of y'all can't understand that. No, it's not that y'all don't understand it. Y'all don't like rejection. As much as that you reject us black men, you don't like it when black men reject you. And that's what it's all boiled down to. Because I know a lot of you ladies think y'all better than us. And that's how y'all was taught. and you must unlearn to learn, you know. But anyway, I was gonna do some other shit, but I think I done went long enough with what I did right now to really just wrap it up. Um, if you like content like this, man, hit the like. Please subscribe if you are not subscribed. Share this video. This was a lot to unpack. This is something that's been going on for decades as far as the hypocrisy, as far as interracialness. And I'm not saying I'm an advocate for it because I don't date white women. I'm not saying I'm not, I can't. I mean, I'm married. I mean, I got a wife. So, you know, I got kids. But I'm just saying this just for the collective. Whatever your preference is, brother, whatever makes you happy, brothers, don't let no one deter you from that. Okay? Whether it's a Keisha, whether it's a Becky, whether it's a Marisol, whether it's a Maria, you know, whatever. Do whatever makes you happy. But what's more important is that if that woman does not respect you in any and all ways, then you need not to be a part of her in your life in the first place. So with that being said, man, we're gonna wrap it up for tonight. I didn't did enough. Yeah, I'm trying to shorten these videos a little bit long. I ain't trying to do these long, drawn out. I should have. I mean, hell, when I do longer video content like that, as far as reactions, it seemed like our shit always drags longer than what the fuck it was supposed to be. But I got some other shit in the chamber for later. This is Ross Lee. You are here at the Black Bottom Rodcast. I want you to live as long as you want, never want as long as you live. And the next time we are gone.